Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all having the most incredible day. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. Girl, I do pop culture videos every single day, so if you're looking for the latest in reality TV, influencer tea, pop culture, girl, I got you. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, grab a snack, grab a drink, bitch, because we got to talk about Kanye West. He is honestly so incredibly... listen, there's just, girl, if 2 plus 2 is 4 and 5 plus 5 is 10, what the fuck is this? Kanye West did a podcast last night, and I have to tell you guys, yesterday, and I have to tell you guys something that he has said a lot of crazy things. I'm going to read to you guys some of the things that he has said. He went far enough to say that Drake and Kris Jenner hooked up, you guys. Girl, what? Listen, so a couple of things that he says. He says, so you guys know how the Holocaust Museum invited Kanye. Oh, by the way, the podcast was Drink Champs, just letting you know. The Holocaust Museum invited Kanye after he made those comments, about, you know the ones. And he actually responded to the request of them inviting him to the museum. And he says, and I was like, yo, I want you to visit Planned Parenthood. That's our Black people's Holocaust Museum. This is after, the museum wrote the following. Words matter and words have consequences. Yay, we urge you to come visit us at Holocaust Museum LA to understand just how words can incite horrific violence and genocides. The Holocaust started with only words that sadly begat stereotypes, racial and religious tropes, and blaming others, and led to the murder of 6 million Jews. At Holocaust Museum LA, it is our mission to commemorate, girl, I can't read that word, those who were murdered, educate on the Holocaust and all genocides, including the genocide perpetrated against the Armenian people, of which your children would be included, and inspire a more dignified and humane world. Your words reach millions, and you can choose to incite or you can choose to inspire. Listen, I have to tell you guys something that this was like a week ago, right? But I believe that this statement from the Holocaust Museum was so incredibly welcoming to him, and yet it was so incredibly sad to read the reality that was this. You know what I mean? So for his answer to not even have some kind of like, damn, really, really, really horrible situation that this was. This was 6 million. You know what I mean? Like it's not a conversation that you can have easily and not be affected, not a little bit. You have to be very cold, even with this statement, not to feel hurt inside, even if you are not Jewish. You know what I mean? Like, I believe that's what a normal person would feel, and this statement, it wasn't rude. It wasn't aggressive. It wasn't, calling him out. It was really, really informative. It was heartbreaking, and it was very welcoming. That is what I take from it. So for him to respond just like that, it really is, with that statement, it's just, there's no peace in the air, if that makes sense. Another thing that he says that Drake is the greatest rapper ever, and that he doubles down on his claim that Drake and Kris Jenner had sexual relations. And he says, you know what it means. Corey Gamble knows what it means. Corey is Chris's, boyfriend or girl. Some people are saying they got secretly married, but I don't know. Listen, I have to tell you guys something, that Kanye West keeping going after the Kardashians, the grandmother of his children, the mom of his children's mom, it's very, very disturbing, you guys. And I really understand that some people, when they get divorced, they're mad at each other, they're bitter. But when I believe when there's children involved, I really do think that there's ways that you can call people out, but in a most dignified and nice way. You know what I mean? Like, saying these things, like, even if Kris Jenner and Drake hooked up, like, why does the world have to know? You know? And I understand, like, yeah, some people really hate the Kardashians. Like, some people cannot stand the Kardashians, but there's children involved, and that is the point that I just hate the most. Then, you know, he did talk about, I mean, what I'm gonna read to you guys now, I do want to do a trigger warning because it is, yeah, it's a little, yeah, it's out there. He talks about George Floyd, and this is what he said. Listen.
I watched the George Floyd documentary that Candace Owens put up. One of the things that his two roommates said was, they want a tall guy like me. They want a tall guy like me. And the day when he died, he said a prayer for, 8 minutes. He said a prayer for 8 minutes. They hit him with the fentanyl. If you look, the guy's knee wasn't even on his neck like that. When he said mama is his girlfriend. They said he screamed for his mama. Mama was his girlfriend. It's in the documentary. But something that hit me, that fucked me up when I was watching the documentary, and it said, they want a tall guy like me. When I looked at that image of him, this tall black dude with the bald head, he reminded me of somebody else. Who do you think he reminded me of? Virgil. He reminded me of Virgil. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna cry in front of y'all because that's how they get me, right? Right. But I know that we lost him. And I know that this white company, Louis Vuitton, is now making statues of him, like as a martyr. And we don't know why exactly. We say it's cancer.
But I want to be careful with this subject because.
Wait a second, but tell me, could you even really run this interview? Because Mav didn't run my interview.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They blocked me out. The Jewish media blocked me out. This shit lit, right? I'm lit, right? I'm lit. Right. I'm lit. You know what I'm saying? JP Morgan, I put $140 million into JP Morgan, and they treated me like shit. So if JP Morgan Chase is treating me like that, how they treating the rest of y'all?
That's outrageous. And this murder arrest with Chase accounts. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I am outraged. By the time people always, they want to calm it down.
Because no matter what, you didn't break no law.
I didn't break a law.
No matter
I didn't break a law.
The bank shouldn't be a judge or jury on anything that's
But this is, it's like a social contract. Candace Owens has a word for it, I'm forgetting. But it's basically like, they told Candace Owens she couldn't hang out with me. You know?
Listen, I honestly, like, I really, really do think that Kanye West needs a moment. You know, he needs a moment. He needs to really, really just stop doing interviews. He needs to really look deep inside and understand what exactly is going on, what triggers all of these hateful things that comes out of his mouth. That is my opinion, you guys. I do hope that he heals like everyone in the world. I hope that everyone is healed. And I'm all about speaking your truth, but I think there's ways of speaking your truth, and there is definitely ways of doing it with respect. I just honestly think that there's ways to do it with respect, and I'll just leave it at that. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'm so grateful for you, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye. Okay.